Loot is an upcoming fantasy TTRPG by Spencer Campbell of Gila RPGs. It combines the loot chase of looter shooters with the city hub and serial play of a West Marches campaign, all in one game. A long time ago, a lich ruled over this land. A rebellion toppled their towers and brought an end to that tyranny. In the aftermath, the people looked to rebuild. They needed help. They needed you. With no money on hand, they raided the Lich's vaults and found an even better form of payment: loot. You play as adventurers, completing quests for this rebuilding city and the many factions that call it home. You'll venture out into the world, delving dungeons, fighting monsters, and doing whatever else that needs to be done. And after a hard day of adventuring, you come home and get paid in shiny, new loot. As its name implies, this game is all about the loot. Your characters are paper dolls, with all of their stats and abilities completely derived from whatever loot they have equipped. As you swap out pieces across your adventures, your character will take on many, many forms. Loot uses the Lumen 2.0 system, which means it's a diceless game, focusing more on resource management and quick tactical combat. Outside of combat, your characters will describe how they overcome various obstacles, spending away the resources of their strength, endurance, and mind as they do so. It's not about a long list of skills, it's about how you approach problems and solve them. When the fighting breaks out, your characters will move to a 6x6 grid. Using the weapons and magic items you've equipped, you'll fight off monsters with a quick and tactical combat system. On your turn, you can move around the map and use a piece of loot you've got. Since there is no rolling, actions always happen when you decide to do them. Your loot has simple basic actions you can reliably call on, and charged actions that are a bit more powerful, but temporarily exhaust that ability until you get a chance to recover. Just like exploration, combat is about managing the resources of your items and armor to overcome your enemies, rather than randomization through dice rolls. After your quest is complete, you return to the city to get your reward. The loot pool is a deck of cards that will change across the course of your campaign. New cards are added at the end of the quest based on the faction you worked for. The deck is shuffled and dealt out to the party. Whatever loot you got is yours for the party to split however you'd like. By working with specific factions, the party can focus their loot pool to have the sorts of items they want the most. No two tables will have the same loot pool. Finally, the players can spend some time in the city, checking in with NPCs, following up on rumors and requests, and upgrading the town. New services can be unlocked that provide party-wide benefits, and new factions can be lured to the city as it grows, bringing their unique loot with them. And that's Loot. The game is going to be crowdfunding on Kickstarter later this year. You can find links to follow the campaign in the description below, as well as the link to the quick start rules for the game. Thanks for checking out the game, and we'll see you out there, adventurer.